And now I'd like to introduce, and I'm very honored to introduce Sid, who's our Director of Engineering and Research at Snap. Sid is a cognitive neuroscientist. Snap acquired his startup, Nextmind, and his keynote will be a Ph.D. cognitive scientist shares insights on brain-computer interfaces and augmented reality. Sid, are you there? We take it away.
Thank you, Evan. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sid Kouider. I'm the former CEO and founder of Nextmind, a neural interface company that was acquired by Snap about 2 years ago. Before that, I actually was a professor of cognitive neuroscience. What I was doing was basically using EEG, non-invasive sensors, in babies, in adults when they were sleeping, and trying to find out actually about their mind in the absence of behavior, in the absence of verbal report. At about the same time, about like 5-6 years ago, there was a lot of excitement about using BCI, brain-computer interfaces, but there was no real non-invasive solution. There were some non-invasive EEG portable sensors, but they were considered unreliable, like more like gadgets. And at the same time, there was a lot of interest in invasive BCI. The main proponent is Elon Musk, probably with Neuralink. But of course, although it's starting to work quite well, it requires surgery, and it's really a problem for mass adoption. So at that time, we thought, okay, why don't we have all this expertise in non-invasive sensing, in neural decoding? Why don't we speed off and create a startup that's going to try to bring BCI to the market? And that's what we did. So we had to create our own sensor. This is the Nextmind sensor. It actually plugs into the back of your head over the visual cortex. It analyzes the electrical activity of your neurons when they fire in the visual cortex. And you can use that information in real time to control an interface. And you can basically put it on a headband like here. You can plug it on a cap, but you can also clip it on a VR headset. So doing the hardware sensor was really not enough. It had to be high quality, but we also needed to translate this neural data into something meaningful. And we had to build our own like machine learning, deep learning algorithms that would be applying basically neural signals to translate them into some commands on the interface. So this is some of the first applications, but overall, basically, we focus mostly on gaming and VR and a little bit of IoT, with the main idea that actually you can use all of this to navigate, to use shooter games, to levitate some object and so on by the sole power of your brainwave. So the idea here was that you don't need a controller anymore, or you can combine it with a controller, but you create this direct link between your brainwaves, between your brain and the display. And we used it mostly not as a kind of like mind decoding, mind reading device, but more like as a select, point, and click on the object you want to interact with. Of course, building some demos showing that the technology was working was not enough. We wanted people to basically develop their own apps. So fortunately, we teamed up with the founder of Unity, who was an investor in the company. We made our own SDK. And the SDK had this advantage that basically you didn't have to know anything about neural data or signal processing. The only thing you had to do was being a developer, a programmer in video games or VR, for instance. And we made everything easy for you so that you would build your own applications. And this is where things started to take off. So the media were pretty excited that we brought this new device to market, because it was really working in real time. And also the SDK allowed us to actually touch the community and have basically thousands of developers buy our device and build their application. And in exchange for that, actually, we could cloud the data from the users and improve our algorithm, which really allowed us to even improve the technology. But at the same time, we were like, okay, is VR, is gaming the best vertical for us? So it took us a little while to find out what was the best vertical. And to do that, basically, we had to team up with a lot of industry leaders. For instance, in automotive, we had a contract with Mercedes for their concept car, where basically you don't need to touch the wheel, but you don't even need to touch the interface because you can control it with your brainwaves. Another pretty obvious vertical was disability, and that's something we were very excited about too. But in all those cases, actually, maybe you didn't need to wear something, while in VR and AR, actually, you're already wearing something. So it solves the problems that you have to wear a sensor if you can integrate this sensor into the already existing helmets or glasses. And this is how we teamed up with Snap and got acquired by Snap to build, to integrate our BCI into the AR roadmap. So Snap is working on glasses called the spectacles, AR glasses, and now we're working with them to integrate this technology. So this was the end of the story. A very exciting story. It was fantastic. I have some amazing memories, and now we are also very excited about the fact that we're going to bring BCI to the world of AR. Thank you very much.